I'm Xeni Barks-Yoder, the head women's lacrosse coach here at East Stroudsburg University. Obviously, this past season, as the girls touch on, started off a little bit rocky. It was hard, everyone getting back in the groove. I think post-COVID, we forgot that we went to class and participated in a sport and did all these other things. So I think the fall was hard because everyone was trying to figure out how to get back into a groove, and it felt like it was harder, but they just hadn't done it in a while. So, and ourselves too. So it had been, 2 years almost since we had a regular fall season. So getting back in the groove, I always say this team bought in January 14th on our first day of preseason, and they bought in a way that no other team previously to them had. They were really dedicated. They were always putting in the work, whether it be watching film, coming early, staying late, anything. This team was going to do what it took. With COVID came some post opportunities for people to come back for their 5th year. So as you can tell, we had 5. Which really benefited us last year when Madison Mulligan, Tatiana Petaway, and Hannah Sisterall came back. Just having that growth and that seniority to come back and lead the team in ways that only comes with your knowledge and growth of the game, right? I always say you play smarter when you're 22 than you did when you were 18 because you've grown and you've learned and you've gotten better. So this team really has just embraced the 5th years, and they kind of set that tone of we didn't come back to suck, so everybody better figure it out. And they did. And it's been a wild ride. We had 6 ACL tears this season. Really made other people step up. So all season long, we've been saying next warrior up, next warrior up. And every opportunity that we needed somebody to step up, they did. And I think that just shows not only that people have all been bought in, but our depth and our growth potential is just huge. So a lot of people who normally maybe wouldn't have seen as many minutes in the past got to see an NCAA championship Final Four game. And I think that that's amazing. So I think it's only going to be great and beneficial for our program as we continue to move forward and take more steps in the right direction. Beating Queens in overtime, I don't think I'll ever forget. That play was just unbelievable. The way a freshman won the game was unbelievable. Just the whole experience of a Final Four is something that you hope that all student athletes get to experience, and mine have been able to do it a lot, and that's really cool. And this whole season has just been unforgettable. I'm just super proud of every single one of them for persevering through all their adversities this season and just continuing to be better for each other. Their closeness and team family environment is just one to be acknowledged, and that's not just this year. Every year they continue to buy in and move the family forward. So we're super proud. Got an awesome staff. Amber Newman has been our GA for the past 2 seasons, and she's just been extraordinary, whatever task she steps up to do. And if you know Rachel, you know she's the hardest worker in the building. So super grateful to have such a good staff. And support system around us obviously has changed within the last few years as we've new administrators and whatnot, but everybody has believed in women's lacrosse, and that's an awesome thing that I can say 7 years ago I'm not sure that they did. So I'm so proud of everything that's occurred for women's lacrosse. This season we won our 2nd ever PSAC championship, the first one being in 2017. So that's amazing, and to have gone to the Final Four 3 out of the last 4 seasons is just unbelievable. And to have played in a national championship game, as the team touched on, is something that most people can't ever say that they did. So they got to build memories, and that's unbelievable. So I'm just sad it's over, and sad that we couldn't get 2 more, but now the process starts and we rebuild and we go again. Being able to have my son and my husband with us while we travel for the tournament these last 2 seasons has been awesome, and I thank the administration for allowing them to come with us. Being a new mom and a mom during a pandemic was really difficult, and I'd say the fall was hard for me in that point too, as I was getting back in the groove where we were in the office more, and he goes on campus to McKeel, which they're great and awesome, but it's been a transition for everybody, and I think that it's important for my family to be able to experience these things as a family, because the team is my family, and so are Ben and Leo. And if they can see me in a different light because now I'm a mom and my family is grown, I think that's great. And they can see a working woman and a mom. I think that speaks to what I hope for them one day, and that I hope that moms, my young women, can grow into being moms that are working moms and see that you can be good at more than one thing, right? I don't ever want to have to sacrifice being a good mom or being a good coach. I really like being good at everything. And I think that there are some really hard days, and I have an awesome support system, and my husband rolls with the punches as they come, and my parents are here and they help us out, and the team helps us out. I mean, Maddie Heck is my go-to babysitter. Her and Gianna are a good tag team, and I just think it's so important. And you know, last season at the Final Four, 3 out of the 4 coaches had newborns with them, and I was like, wow, okay, like this is great. We need to talk about this more. I think it's so important. And like I said, I just want to continue to be really good at everything. And there are bad days and there are good days, and I'm really tired. And after we wrap up everything with the team this week, we're going to find some sunshine and sand, and I'll get to spend some uninterrupted time with my family. But the team is my family, and I hope that they can see that this is just as important for me as it is for them as well.